Hi everyone, I'm Adi. I'm an intermediate over the board chess player with a provisional rating of 1255. I'm climbing to 2200 in rapid games on chess.com, and it's been a lot of interesting days. This is day 39. I've won my last 3 games, so hopefully I can keep the streak going. So if you're just learning new playing, feel free to follow along, and hopefully it's worth your time. So I'm trying to get a new game now. I've been forced to get 4 blacks, like 3 blacks in the last previous game. So I'm going to resign. They are just forcing me to play black. Why? I've played black in my last 4 games. Why? Why? To be honest, I don't know why I'm being forced to play black almost every time. I genuinely don't understand why. Let me see if it's going to auto-abort if I don't make a move. Let's see. Because I don't know why they are forcing me to play black every single game. I've played 4 blacks, so it's going to auto-resign. Auto-resign? Am I going to lose rating? Oh, it's not auto-abort, it's going to auto-resign. Wow. So the Bowdler Attack, I know you can go e6, honestly. I've only looked at this, and I know that there's e6. Apart from this, I know there's g6, there's knight f6, which I'm very sure of. So, but for sure I know there's e6. But queen e, I've seen people play something like queen e2 in the instance that when I play d5, after d5, there's no ed5. I think wow. d5, d4, I meant. So after d5, ed5, bishop, bishop b3 and c4, bishop a5 check, only move. And after bishop c d7, bishop takes d7, knight takes d7. Okay, so I'm playing d5 regardless. I don't care what he's gonna say. I'm playing d5. I'm playing d5. Wow. I mean, I wish I could get away with something like b4 after that, but it doesn't happen. If queen e2 check, then I just play bishop e7 or knight f6. Oh yeah, so there's this line. I have knight c6. I have bishop d7. Okay, so I must have misevaluated this. So if I take and I take with the knight, if they take, I take. Yeah, okay. If bishop e7 now, so if they take, I have queen a5 check. So I have queen a5 check. I'm going to take regardless of whatever they do. So I'm going to take now. And after knight f6, castles. I think I haven't. I get an extra tempo attack on the king. I mean, I expect them to play knight c3. Knight c3, knight f6. Yeah. For some reason, I thought there was queen g. Yeah, for some reason, I thought there was queen g4, but there is no queen g4. Apparently. I think knight c3 I'm expecting. And they could play bishop c3 as well. Bishop c3, then I play knight gf6. Knight gf6, knight takes, I castle. So, I mean, bishop c3 just allow me castle as soon as I can. I mean, for sure, I can go for something like this now. Maybe I should have played a6. Yeah. Okay. Start spending my time. By castle, the castles d5, knight b5. Then the c3 pawn is no knight c5. I take on b5, c7. So let me castle. If I play d5, knight a4, queen takes c2, knight takes d5. That I don't like. I want to play rook e8, rook e1, d5, knight a5. That still I don't like. If I play knight e4, knight takes e4, d4, queen takes e4, then I'm down the pawn. So how can I improve my knight? And I think black idea is to go bishop g5. So the thing is that if I play d5, knight a5, I play queen c6. No, I don't have to play queen c6. Right? I don't have to play queen c6. If I play d5, knight a5, then I can just safely lay queen c2, and if the knight doesn't move, I'm taking on a3. Okay, so d5 for sure. I mean, knight e4 is a move now. Knight e4. I'm thinking if I could not trade, if there's a way for me not to trade. Yeah, I'm thinking if there's a way for me not to trade. If I take, queen takes, knight f6, queen takes d4, queen d4, knight takes d4. Then that I don't like. How about if I take queen takes, bishop f6, but there's queen takes b7, then I have queen takes c6, and after knight d5, then the bishop on d2 is attacked. So I'll take once. I mean, it only appears that the pawn on b7 is now hanging. I'm very sure of it. It's now hanging. So, oh, what am I doing? Okay. If I play knight b5, I don't like knight b5. Yeah, I have to play knight b5, obviously. Yeah. Oof. I'm down a pawn now, which is terribly bad, and I'm wasting a lot of time. My knight of b6 is not doing anything great. I'm starting to lose the thread of this game now. I mean, bishop g5, vying to trade. I take, knight takes. No, bishop g5 is a stupid move. No, they can't play bishop g5. That's clearly losing. Regardless of what they do, I'm playing queen takes c3 if they don't push the c pawn. Queen takes c3, and I'm guessing they're going to play rook b1 or bishop c1. At least for now, my king is safe on g8. There's no immediate attack on my king. And the thing is that I'm lacking a plan. So if I take takes, I take twice. So there are a few squares they can go to. If rook fb8, queen e4, queen e4 only move, and queen a6. Is there a way for me to take away that squares? No, there's none. Queen e4, rook f8, then they come back. So if I take on c, dc3, bc3, bishop takes c3, there's rook c8. No, there's rook c1, which I don't like. I don't like rook c1. So let me just calculate what I needed to do. Take, takes, take, then I take. So they want to take, they take back with the pawn, and after knight c4, then they have bishop e3. Bishop e3, threatening to take here. Rook fb1. So the thing is, I can play rook fb8, right? And if the queen moves here, I take. twice. Yeah, I want to play rook f8 because if I'm able to get my rook on b2, yeah, okay. So I need to move now. I can't afford to get low on time. So what is my candidate's move? Rook f8, dc3, dc3, bishop bc3 is what I'm expecting. If dc3, bishop e2, bishop e2, and I play queen b4, and if I take twice. Yeah, so let me take, yeah. So I have knight c4, which I thought should be a good move. Knight c4. Now I'm able to play rook b8 now because my queen defends the pawn, on the a7. So rook b8. And the thing is that if I'm able to play, if I can play a5 now, rook b8, queen e4, rook e8. Yeah, and the queen escapes. Yeah, it does escapes. Yeah, I mean, I'm down a pawn for sure. If I'm able to get back my pawn, I think I should be fine. Probably I want to play a5 in this position. As is my knight on c4 can't be challenged, and bishop e3 now doesn't work, so I think knight c4 is a very good move. Maybe not. Yeah, knight c4 just prevents bishop e3. Yep. Okay. So if the bishop moves, I'm getting back my pawn. No, I think if the bishop moves to e1, there's no way for me to retrieve back my pawn. So, which I guess they were going to do. So if I play e5 now, e5. So what I want to do is play e5. I mean, I can play knight a5 to play this, but I want to play a5. Yeah, I want to play that in a way that rook b8 comes with a threat and takes away the a6 square away from the queen. That's what I want to do. But if they play rook b1 now, I think there's nothing for me to do in that position. Yeah, I think I just like the way my knight on c4 is restricting the knight. And they can play knight d2 challenging my knight, but after rook a b8, queen e4. Okay. Bowdler Attack. I think I need to check that bishop c4 line. I've always checked it on. So these I saw that they could do, which they have done now. So after knight d6, if I play queen a b8 now, queen takes b8, queen takes b8, rook f b8, and after rook takes b8 check, I have to play queen f8, and I will be down a bishop. I'll be down a rook. Yeah, so that is not working. So I can play knight d6, gaining an extra tempo on the queen. Knight d6, queen. And yeah, there's no queen b5, so queen e4 looks very thematic. Queen e4. Yeah, so let me play. Yeah. I think this is a very good idea because I'm challenging the pawn on c3. So this I thought they were going to do for some obviously weird reasons, and they have finally done that. So yeah, so they want me to take, which I'm not going to. Takes, rook takes, knight c4, the rook has to move, then I don't like my position after that. So they are vying for the queen trade. Obviously anyone who is up for material would vie for the queen trade. So I have queen f4 in the threat that if they take on d6, I'm taking their rook on b1, so they have to spend an extra tempo protecting their queen. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. And the thing is that rook b8 is now playable now because I have knight c6. Excuse me. I think now I can play rook fb8. In a way that if queen takes, if they plan to sack the queen, queen takes, rook takes, rook takes, I have knight c8 because the queen defends the knight, which gives me a lot of time to play h6 and create a lift for my king. Yeah. Wow. I don't know why chess.com has done this to me. I'm just playing black. And this seems to be a very interesting game, honestly. It's just... So they have decided to defend their rook. So I have ideas of playing 94. But 94, I don't know what 94 does. Do I want to go c4 again? Take knight c4, then I have to spend an extra tempo protecting that pawn. So 94 and knight c4. 94, where's my knight going? My knight is not going anywhere. But with 94, I can always jump here. But what knight e4 does is allow me take twice here. So knight e4, knight here. That I don't like. Okay. So knight e4. I mean, there's no light square bishop, so I should be able to get away with some stuff. I mean, I want to take it twice now, for sure. If only I had a threat of taking here. I think I'm setting up tricks with queen g6, but there's still nothing cooking yet. My rook are going to come into play and gain an extra tempo. They can push c4 now. If c4, rook fb. Okay. If c4, rook b8 for sure. Yeah. The thing is that rook b8, I can keep challenging the queen. Yeah. Yeah, I'm down on the clock, so I have to like be extremely precise in this. So c4, I saw that they could play. And if I play knight c4, bishop takes c4, bishop takes c4, they gain an extra tempo. And okay. Oh, no. I don't want to give away my light square bishop. So if rook fb8, queen e5 seems to be what they intend to play. If queen b5, rook b2. What is my move? Okay. If I play here, yeah, I don't want to play rook b8 because they can take and force the bishop tree. So let me play this. Yeah. I mean, this allow me just safely play rook b2, taking the pawn on the a2, creating the pass pawn. So I'm low on time, honestly. This is like a kind of position you want to have when you have more time. Wow. If I don't blunder a tactic, I should put through. So I thought that they were going to play this move anyway, which they did. I don't want to play bishop g5, knight g5, knight takes g5, and that's all she wrote. I mean, yeah, the queen has to move. Okay, if I play rook b2, what is the move after rook b2? Because I definitely don't have a way to. So knight c4. Rook d. No, rook d2 is coming. I don't like that. Yeah, so I have to move now. Rook b2. I think I'm playing with fire with my back rank. Like I'm playing with extreme fire. I have to play something like g6. I'm playing with extreme fire. With this move that I've just played. I'm playing with extreme fire. So okay. Knight c4. Knight c4, rook d2. Queen. Knight c4. Yeah. I'll be fine, honestly. I'll be fine. I think they're trying to flag me on time. Yeah, I think I have queen c2. I have queen c2. In one of those variations, I have queen c2. Yeah. Maybe I have to play something like h6 now. If I play h6, king h7, they can force the trade of the queen. No. Like, yeah. They can't come here again now. So, yeah, this I thought that they could play. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know why I'm underestimating this attack, honestly. Yeah, I don't know why I've done this. This is just a very stupid thing to do, honestly. I saw queen d5 and there's no way for me to just defend this knight twice. Queen takes, knight takes. Yeah, there's nothing there. Yeah, is this just clearly losing now? There's no way for me to defend this twice. Queen b1, knight takes c, pawn takes. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just messed this up big time. Yeah, I think I did. If queen takes, if pawn takes, I have bishop e7, which I'm very thankful for. Yeah. No, is that a force win? After bishop c3. Oh, okay, bishop c3. What move do I have? Okay. Bishop c3. I just went. Bishop c3. Bishop takes c3, and if rook takes check. Yeah, that comes with check. Yeah. So this I thought they could do. And after something like Oh wow, so I'm just down a pawn at the moment. Yeah, I think. So my only option is just to play bishop c3. I have to play. That's just my only option now. I mean, yeah, this is just a clearly losing move. I'm just completely losing. Um, so I have here, here. Yeah, yeah. So that's my best bet. But yeah, probably I have to play something like g6 now. This is just completely losing for me. And I'm down 26 seconds. It's just completely losing. Like, what have I done with this game? Yeah. I mean, since I was pawned down, there was no reason to play knight c5 in that move again. I could have just forced the trade of the knight and be down a pawn. I think being down a pawn is completely better than being down. So I'm going to play h6. Yeah. Yeah, I just have to play h6, queen c3, I mean. This is just like with 50 seconds. Like, how do I survive this kind of game? Maybe I just start pushing my pawn. Well, for sure, you bet I'm not going to trade queens with you, right? Yep, I'm very sure you know I'm not going to trade queens with you. I'm so sure you know that. Yeah, I mean, it is just completely lost. Okay, so there's just mutual time. So where's this knight going? Yeah. So rook here. Yeah. Okay, so if I take and I take here, so material is balanced now. So material is balanced. Yeah. So after this, I can push a4 now. Yeah, honestly, I'll just push a4. Yeah. So I have check, king here. So let me push a4. Okay, g5, queen a5. Okay. So queen takes. So I have yeah, so I have this move. Then I can just play something like bishop here still. Okay. Okay, so what's my move here? Queen here is a loss. So here should be about winning. If takes now, I pin it. Yeah, I think bishop b2 ensures that the pawn cannot be captured. So bishop b2. And he has to find a way to just defend this. Rook now. So what's my move here? Yeah, so I have to find a way to keep defending. Yeah, if I'm able to play queen, okay, so this can be taken now for sure. Yeah, so yeah, so I should be completely winning now. I just have to find a way to defend my yeah, I think this is completely winning. Yes. Wow. Yeah, I think I play rook e8 to rook e8, rook f2, rook e8, rook e2, and I should be completely fine in that kind of position. Yes. I mean, there's queen d5, but I'll just play rook e8 anyways, regardless. And if my queen is always defending my rook, my complete position, yes, I won on time. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of mistake. I can bet you it was a lot of mistake. I probably played like a 1200. Whoa, I played like a 1750. So I made 2 mistakes, 1 miss, and 1 blunder. So let me start a review. Let me see if it's showing on my ABS. It's showing. Yeah, so e4, e5, e6. Yeah, I mean, I used to go for the g6 system. So I've played it these 54 times as black, and I have 49% win rate. And here, and d5 was the absolutely best move in this position. And bishop d7 was subpar. I should have played knight c6. So knight c6 I saw, and this, then I could have just take. And after queen e2 check, then I had knight e7. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. So, and they take. So I had to play knight gf6 immediately here. Queen takes c5 here. Rook gf6 immediately, which I played. Castled, they castled. rook f e8 immediately. So d5 was just a bad move here because of knight b. So knight b5, I saw knight b5, and after rook f e8. Oh, so they had the same tactics I always have with knight g4. Wow. So knight e4, and I had queen c2 immediately, so I should have just taken. And after takes, I thought knight could take. But then I had bishop d4, and in this position I'll be up a pawn. So they played queen e4, knight f6, and here knight f6 was better. And I mean knight f6 and bishop f6 is almost the same because the queen is always going to capture. So I played this and rook f d8 immediately. Wow. So knight b6 was one of the best moves by far, and I have queen f5, just targeting the c2 pawn and taking away this square away from the bishop. So queen c2, c3, then I had knight c5, which I played. So taking was a mistake. Taking was the best move, and I had h6, creating a loop for my king. But even knight c4 wasn't bad. Then I had rook ab, so I saw rook ab8 immediately. I should have played rook ab8, queen e4. Then after rook b2, then I could play rook b2 now. And with this, there's no h3 with this. And let's say they play h3, then I had a5, then I can start pushing my pawn. So this is where I started making. So e1, so a5 was one of the best moves by far. I should have played a4, queen d6, or rook f d8. So the retreating move was not something. So I could have still trade. I'm down a pawn, but the computer is suggesting that I had. And after knight c4, this I wanted to go for knight c6, but I don't know how to continue. Rook f c8, rook takes, rook takes. The thing is that it's always hard for them to like completely develop this rook without me coming to take. So h6, knight d2, then I had knight b2, coming here to trade this bishop, then I will be able to safely capture. And after knight b3, I had a4 again. Wow. So let me just continue with the variation. So this was not the best, and I'm starting to lose the thread of the game here. c4 was absolutely a very good move. Then I wanted to play rook, queen c8 immediately. And a4 did I play, and is rook ab8 good? Rook f c8. So this I saw that they could do, but after this, but then again I can capture back the pawn, which I'm still completely fine in this position. So rook b2 was a miss in this position. Rook e8 here, queen a5, then I had queen. Ooh. Yeah, and this I absolutely blundered. Honestly, I don't know why I played this move. Queen c8 was what I intend playing. Queen c8 was what I intend to play. And after knight d4 now, rook a b8, and queen d3, queen e8. And this, the computer is starting to show. And this by far queen b1 was one of the best moves. They take with the queen, and which was absolutely correct. And yeah, so this I felt like they were going to take, and now I couldn't take because I saw that they were going to take here, and I just let them hit in one. So I'm glad they didn't take. So here it started going wrong if I find a4. So I didn't find a4. A4 is like +2 for white, and bishop c3, and here no capturing was the oh wow, inaccuracy. What was this? A very bad move. Yeah, I thought that they had this. Yeah, which was apparently, I thought that they had that. If I play queen b6, they just knight takes f7. Wow, I'm glad they missed that move. So here they played this, which was a blunder. bishop to, yeah, I just thought that I could take and I could capture on a5, and after even this there's just bishop takes a5. I don't know why they don't want to take. Queen d8. Oh, then I blundered this. I'm very sure they didn't see. Yeah, they didn't see that tactic. So they play queen e2, and with this I was just able to stabilize. And here I pushed a3. Queen takes b5, which I saw. Queen d3 was the best move here immediately. So I didn't saw queen d3. Then I played this. Queen e3 immediately was the best move by far. Queen d4. Bishop d2. I know that this is just such a cheap trick that, I mean, rook b2 is one of the top computer moves. So I play rook b2 and I just like secure it like this. And after this, just playing rook c8 here is just absolutely, yeah, because what I felt is that there's no way for black to capture this pawn. And after king h2, g5, I'm going to dislodge this bishop. If he moves, let's say queen moves here, rook c2, there's just no way. Queen b1, queen d2, rook e8 check, king h7, king g1 only move, bishop d4, queen f1, a2, rook a8. I just make a new rook, takes, and the queen can still even move because it's just mate in one. If the queen takes my bishop, it's just mate in one. So so when they play bishop b4, no, okay, yeah. So here, I mean, so this was a mistake. Queen d7 would have been better. Why? It says this was a mistake because of rook e2. Oh wow. Queen b4, bishop g3, rook f6, rook f2. Wow. And with this, yeah, they just have to like dislodge, because if I don't move my bishop, the rook takes. If I take back my rook check, and if I move, yeah, they all like they have some sort of draw in that position. So rook c3, and they blunder this. Yeah, I mean, it was mutual time trouble, so they blundered this, so I had to just take. And from this, like, there's just no way for them to win. I saw queen d5, but after rook e8, and even queen e8 is a lot better. I just don't see a way for them to win this game. Like, I just don't see a way. Queen e6. If they move the queen, I just play a2. And I'm going to make a new queen regardless of what they do. And after queen I just make a new queen. They take, I take, and that's what she wrote. So I'd like to say I don't deserve to win this game, but I made a mistake. They made a mistake. They blundered, I blundered, and they just happened to make more mistake than I did. They made, like, I mean, they were winning at some point and they just blundered it. So I'm gonna take this win. I've lost some games like this as well, so I'm gonna take this win. If you do enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.